Hey ladies, today I want to talk about being intimidating and having a threatening and intimidating energy and presence. As someone who has experienced this my entire life and didn't understand my power until later on in my adult life, I think it's really important we have these types of conversations so you can protect yourself, so you can stay equipped, covered, and ready for the BS that people try to initiate you into. So today I want to talk about an example from my own personal life, and then we'll get into how to overall just protect yourself from people who are taken aback by your presence, who are intimidated and threatened by you, especially again if you're beautiful, if you're an exotical. That adds another layer of just polarization when it comes to people seeing you and being around you. So a few months ago, I was on a work trip, a business trip, and I was around coworkers and colleagues who I never was around before. So prior to them meeting me, I only saw them virtually. And these are people who I don't work with closely, so they're in other departments. I don't work closely with them. They're also younger than me by maybe 4 to 5 years, okay? So upon them meeting me, everything was good. Everything was cool. You know, we went out to dinner, we had drinks, we kikied, went back to our hotel rooms. And then the next day we had a work summit. So it's this big event. Hundreds of people would be there. Me and my other colleagues were invited to attend this summit to basically be the face of the brand and of the company. And, you know, we were sent early before anyone got there to set everything up. Upon us getting there, I immediately took initiative and found something to do, right? Even though we were given our tasks by leadership as to what we needed to have set up upon everyone arriving, we got there early, and because I finished my tasks early, I found something to do to keep myself busy before the CEO arrived, okay? So I was putting down flyers on the chairs in the event room and in the event space. I was just making sure that every single chair had multiple flyers and multiple, marketing material that they can look at as soon as they arrive. The other two colleagues who I was there with were friends already before they met me. They knew each other outside of the company and they kind of had an alliance already, right? And that's completely fine. They were comfortable with each other, so they stuck with each other for most of the time. But I noticed as soon as we got there and I finished my task and I went into the event room, the event space, to begin doing extra stuff because I was trying to fill my time, I noticed that they kept coming in and out of the room. They would keep opening the door and pretending like they were looking for something in the room and then leaving. And they did that about 2 to 3 times. And then it clicked in my head and it dawned on me that they were coming in to see if I was working. Okay, so this is how you start to see people's funniness start to show. So clearly something was happening outside of the room where they were like, oh, go see if she's working, go see if she's just sitting around not doing anything, right? Which that's stupid, because why would I come here and why would I allow myself to sit around and wait for things to begin and not, take initiative. But that's okay. They don't know me, so they learned about me today. Trust me. So these are people who really have no place to be trying to boss me around or tell me what to do. But I could tell from them coming in and out of the room, they were trying to see what I was doing, because if I wasn't doing something, I have a really strong feeling that they would have probably tried to delegate me to do something and tell me what to do. Because when we got there, I could tell that the girl, she was getting a little bossy, and not bossy to me directly, but it was more of an indirect, okay guys, I think we should do this and this and this and this. And it's girl, we were given tasks individually. There's a whole document stating what we all do individually. So you trying to reinstate or basically reiterate what the doc says, I don't need you to do that. First of all, I'm older than you. I have skin in the game. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm here to do. I don't need you to try to delegate me or try to reiterate anything. I'm a grown-ass woman, okay? So that was the first thing I noticed, is that she was trying to basically let her nuts drag, essentially, in a way to be the leader of the pack. And immediately that's not going to work, because I already have a very leadership-minded personality. I am a go-getter. I'm a self-starter. I don't need anyone to tell me to do anything or how to do anything. But I could tell that because she saw that I was taking initiative and I was quick and I was efficient, she felt like she needed to like speak up. And this is how people act subconsciously when they are threatened by you. When they see that you are well polished, well put together, you're beautiful, you have good character, they can't really stomach that, or they feel uncomfortable when maybe their idea of you was maybe that you would be lazy, or, you know, a prissy little princess that doesn't want to get her hands dirty. You know, people have these like preconceived notions based on how they perceive you, and they show that and tell on themselves through things like what I'm talking about. So anyways, back to the story. They kept coming in and out, and then it dawned on me, you guys are trying to see if I'm doing work. You're trying to monitor me, and you know what I'm saying? You were hoping that I wasn't doing anything and that I was sitting down trying to escape doing something so you can try to tell me what to do. Cool. So that didn't work. So they were defeated in that way. As people started to come in, and mind you, my role was to basically greet everyone upon them entering. I was the lead person of greeting. They were supposed to be the support, okay? I'm the lead, they are the support, okay? Keep that in mind, ladies. As people are coming in, immediately the girl overpowers the situation. She is trying her hardest to get everyone their name tags and their lanyards, and she's trying her hardest to like talk first before I can do anything. And I thought this was funny because it's like, you clearly are showing that you're threatened and intimidated by me because you feel like you have to do this. You feel like you have to overpower the situation, even though we are all working on it together. I never felt the need to overpower the situation because guess what? I knew my role. I knew that I'm the lead of this. So if anyone has any special questions or needs any of their needs met, I'm the person that can help. I was secure in my role and in my positioning. She clearly was not. And that's why she felt like she needed to compete with me to, you know, hurry up and get everyone what they need before I could. And so eventually, you know, I kind of just like let her have it. You want to do more work? You want to try to outdo me and outpace me? Have at it. So I stopped being as helpful as I was before, and I kind of let her like fumble with the shit on the table and just let her do a little bit more work. And as I leaned back, I started to notice that she was trying to get me to help her more in this situation. She was like, I think we need to get this. I think we need to get this so that we can make this move a little bit smoother. And I said, okay, you can do that. I literally said that to her because in the heat of the moment when things were busy, you didn't want the help. You were making it seem like you got it. You wanted to be the leader of the pack. You wanted to overpower. Now that things are busy and you're frantic and you're panicking, now you're trying to like subliminally tell me what you need from me. Oh, I think we need this. I think we need this. Okay, you can go get that. I literally said that to her. And then immediately she was just mute, like she was silent. And ladies, I'm telling you this story to tell you and to show you how people behave when they are threatened by your star power, by your amazing work ethic, by your beauty, and by your character. People will tell on themselves in the smallest ways when they are threatened and insecure and when they have pedestalized you. They had this idea of me going into it that I was this pretty princess that didn't want to get her hands dirty and that would probably be lazy and sit back and let them do the work. When they saw that didn't happen, they were probably shocked. Then when they realized that I was leading the greeting section of the event and I was taking initiative and I was fast on my feet, they wanted to overpower the situation. She wanted to beat me at my own game, right? When I leaned back and let a lot of the responsibility fall on her, then suddenly she's trying to pull me back in and try to delegate me to do something by subliminally telling me, oh, we need this from the back room, or we need to go do this, or I think we should do this. Okay, you do it. You do it. And when you lead with this energy, ladies, of I'm kind, I have great work ethic, I'm smart, I'm a good, decent human being, but I will not be played with, it shocks people. Because people, again, have this idea when it comes to beautiful women that you are either a laid-back, prissy princess or you're ditzy and dumb and you don't know what you're doing. And I think both stereotypes were at play here. you know? And I quickly and swiftly got her together, very quickly got her together, because she thought that she was going to delegate me to do something. She also thought that she was going to compete with me and try to overpower the situation. And then when I gave it to her and let her have it, she started to panic and needed me, and then tried to again delegate me to go do something. Absolutely not, sweetheart. Absolutely not. You don't ever think that you could tell me what to do, or put me in position, or tell me how I should do my job. You absolutely can go to hell. You know what I mean? So this is just an example of how people treat you when they have a preconceived notion about you, when they have pedestalized you most likely, and when they are threatened by your presence. When your presence is threatening, when your work ethic is unbeatable, when you have good character, good energy, good personality, and beauty on top of that, they don't really know what type of box to put you in. They don't know how to approach you, deal with you, handle you, and it is a polarizing situation. And you know, the way I handled it is the best and professional way that you handle these types of people. When they try to do the slick, oh, I'm going to delegate you to do something, I'm going to boss you around, I'm going to tell you what to do, you quickly and swiftly get them together by just saying, oh no, you can do that, you got it. Because it shows them that you are smarter than whatever trick, scheme, or plan they had for you. Whatever you were plotting, whatever you were attempting to do to dominate me in this situation, or try to boss me around in this situation, is not going to happen. Because I am not going to allow you to do that. Surprise, surprise. I'm not a dumb, ditzy, slow girl just because I'm pretty. And I'm also not someone who's going to just sit back and not do my job because I'm pretty either. So I killed two birds in one stone in that situation by showing them who I was in real time. And that's what I mean when I say you have to show people in real time who you are and how they cannot play with you and mess with you. So ladies, drop down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on my story time and on this situation. I'd love to hear if you've ever dealt with something like this. I think a lot of beautiful women who are intimidating and who are threatening deal with this a lot, and especially on a broader scale in other public places, not just at work. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your stories. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share your stories there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.